All right, I am back on a new stream. Hey everyone, let me know if you see me live. We are having technical difficulties. Gotta love technology, right? I am messaging the network, so bear with me just in case I go off again. Let me see if I'm online, if you can see me. Let me know if you can see me on. I had to start a new stream, so hopefully you're there. New stream. Okay. Hopefully we are there, you guys. I'm just going to continue. We'll continue and pray this one goes through. Okay. So here we go. All right. So I'm Francine, your EmpowerHer coach and speaker. And today we're unpacking self-love, what it is, what it isn't, and why it matters. Okay. So if you've been here with me for a while, thank you. If you're new to the show, I'm grateful that you're checking it out. So my apologies for the technical issues, and let's just dive in. So somebody is letting me know we are live. Perfect. Awesome. We are good to go. All right. So here's the thing about self-love. So why does it matter? It matters on so many different levels. All right, you guys, I have notes in front of me, and like literally because of the technical issues that we have going on, I'm gonna roll with the punches. So bear with me. So get your coffee, your tea, your journal, your pen, whatever that looks like for you, because we're going to dive in. We're going to take notes, all of the things. So thank you so much. All right, we are loud and clear. Thank you so much. I don't know your name, but thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and just get back where we started. And I'm so sorry that happened. And if it happens again, we're going to continue to try because they can't stop us. Okay, so self-love isn't just about pampering yourself. It goes a whole lot deeper. It's the foundation of everything you want to become. And I want to be able to share this on such a personal level because you guys, I've been through it myself. Okay, I'm hosting a workshop this weekend that I really want you all to be a part of because it's going to dive in these 3 areas of self-love, self-worth, and forgiveness. But today I wanted to focus solely on self-love and the spiritual psychology behind it because so many people are just unaware. And this is where, believe me when I say, I fought tooth and nail with God to get this out to you all because I just didn't believe I was capable enough. Where does that fall in? It could fall in self-love and self-worth. I just didn't think I was capable enough to share this magnitude of information. It's out there for anybody to know and understand, but he has put it on my heart to share with you all. And I think it is so profound because once you really understand the process of self-love and how it affects you overall in your career, in your relationships, in how you show up around people and how they show up around you, this is the difference between living in comfort and just thriving and in this space of joy, happiness, and peace. And that's the type of area and focus I really want you to dive into. Okay, sound good? You with me? If you guys have any questions along the way, feel free to ask. I'm here for you. Let's go. All right, so you guys, it's Christmas time. Oh my goodness. I have a tree right here. Let me go ahead and show you all. Let's see if I can turn my camera a little bit. Oh, look at that Christmas tree. So I just had to share a little bit of that with you all because, you know, Christmas time is my favorite time of year. Of course, I'm a child of God and I'm all about celebrating the life of Jesus. And I hope you are too, because it is amazing. So let's go ahead and let me just share a little bit about who I am as well. If you are new to the channel, just a little bit about what I've done, my background, and how you can connect to me. And of course, I'm going to share more about that later, but I want to be able to just kind of share with what I've done in the past. Okay, so here we go. Guess what? You're not in it alone because there's tons of women out there that are struggling just like you who want to be there to support you.
Francine Ayala.
All right, so I started a nonprofit. I said I started a show. Yeah, that's this one. A nonprofit called WILA, which stood for Women Empowering Women Live Los Angeles. And then I changed it to Living Authentically because we had women joining us from all over the world. And you guys, when I did those events, I still didn't feel like I was enough. Insane, right? I've been doing them for the past 4 years and grateful that I stuck with it because who knew that I needed to go through this work in order to come out just fulfilled and loved and really working towards the best and the highest version of myself. And I want that for you. Okay. So I'm going to share a little bit about what I'm going to talk about and how the whole self-love process works. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen a little bit and share the PDF or a little bit about what the Self-Love Mastermind is going to cover. And then I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an exercise. Okay. But let's actually, I don't want to show that yet. Let's talk first about diving into those areas, excuse me, of self-love. So for example, let's talk about your career. So when we talk about career, we're going after the things that we possibly might or not might, we want to excel in. So for example, I'm going to use banking because I was in banking for several years, 17 years. So, you want to go to the next level. Let's say you start as a teller and you want to go to a banker, and then you want to go to an assistant manager, you want to go to a supervisor, whatever that may look like for you. And you decide that, well, I'm not going to really pursue it because I don't think I'm good enough. Somewhere along the line, there was a pattern, there was a belief that was instilled within you to understand that you didn't deserve that or you weren't worthy of that. And that again goes into self worthiness, but it's also like somebody told you or made you feel like you weren't good enough. And so self love is really, it encompasses how you feel about yourself. Okay. So, for example, another example is like, there was this one time somebody approached me and they approached me in a demeanor that was very, it was very like an angry type of demeanor. And I had no idea why. I was like, why is this person coming at me like this? And I remember working with my coach and she said, because part of you, like within my subconscious and within my neurology, believes the person, believes that it's true. And so we're like onions. We're always peeling back layers of onions. So really understanding who we are and understanding how it even got put on our neurology and on our subconscious to understand how to then move forward. Okay. So like the career portion where you are not going after that job, you want to make more money, you want to excel in your career, but you're not taking the actionable steps to make it happen. So you start to see people, that work with you and they start taking action, they start doing things and you're like, why are they getting it but not me? Again, it comes back to understanding that we all have these belief systems that are just instilled within us that we're so unaware of. Okay. So I want to not fast forward, but I want to talk next about relationships. This one was a big one for me, you guys, and I'm going to get real with you and I'm going to pretty much throw out my dirty laundry, a little bit of it, let's say. Okay, so I was single for 12 years. Okay. And during that time, I thought it was just me. Okay, something's wrong with me. I'm not good enough, and all of the different things. And I would only attract the men that wanted me for only one reason. You understand, right? So they only wanted me for that. And I'm like, why is this coming about? What about me is attracting that? What about how I'm not loving myself or how I'm feeling about certain situations, about how I'm showing up in my own space? And it wasn't until I started diving into my own personal development. So I started That's when I went into NLP. I wanted to understand the neurology around the mindset. I really wanted to know why we did the things we did, why we showed up a certain way. And I wanted to understand, what was the purpose? Because I don't know about you, but I went to many seminars, many types of events, and never followed through and never went to that next level. So if you're here with me and you're like, yes, that's me, amen, I understand. I'm not taking full advantage of my gifts, because we all have these unique gifts within us, but we're not taking full advantage of it. And some of us just are not aware of that. It's not until we're actually slapped in the face with this realization that we understand, you know what? I am not living at my full potential. There's more that I can do and how I can show up. But again, like I said, these belief systems that were instilled within you are keeping you safe. And that's the thing about our minds. Our minds are meant to keep us safe, to keep us plain safe. Okay. So back to the whole relationship area, I was letting men in my life treat me a certain way. And again, it can go from self-love to self-worth and what I thought about myself. So I was allowing these men to show up the way they were showing up. And that's all because I didn't love myself wholeheartedly to understand that I deserved better and I deserved more. And so I'm like, I want to share this with you guys because it's it's so profound as we go through this process. And like I said, I'm gonna share a little bit of an exercise with you on how to dive into that area, because we don't even realize that, like, our past, either a parent or a mentor or a family member, somebody that didn't love us or wasn't there for us to support us in the way we wanted to be supported, in the way that we felt and deserved love. And so if there was anything that happened in your life where you weren't receiving the love and affection that you should have received, because again, we all experience it differently, we all receive it differently, then that creates this whole, like, in a sense, like this bubble of you not allowing the love from you to progress outward. So it's basically the people that are showing up in your life are only treating you and only loving you the way you love yourself. And so this is why it is so important that you learn self-love to the full extent. Okay. Now, granted, self-love is evolving. It's always, you're always going to do more. You're always going to progress more. So it's not like there's an end to it, but there's definitely an area where you allow yourself to receive the love that you should receive. That's safe, that's protected, that's nourished, that's calm, that's peace. And we don't even realize when it's going to happen, but when we start showing up in this space of love, those are the times and the moments that these things change. And so, for again, let's go back, for 12 years I was going through this ups and downs of who I allowed in my space and what type of energy I was allowing, because I wasn't truly loving who I was as a person. So when I dove into self-care with my coach, and it broke it down for, like, ultimately it's how God sees us and how he loves us. So how do we get to love and see ourselves the way God sees us? Right? Okay. So we're going to do a little exercise, and I know you can always pause this, come back and rewatch it. Or if you're joining after on a replay, then of course you can pause it. But joining live, I'm not going to necessarily give you that full length of time that I would if we're in our mastermind to do so. Okay, so I'm going to bring it up. And let's see, share screen. There we go. Okay, so you all should see the Self-Love Mastermind. Okay, let me just make sure you're seeing it. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. My phone was blocking it. There we go. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go. Okay, so you're all seeing the Self-Love Mastermind. So this is just an area of like, I did like a presentation for when I do the mastermind, which is this weekend. So I just kind of wanted to break down as far as like what to expect from the event. It is a 3-hour journey together. Session 1, we cover the foundation of self-love. So everything I'm going to be diving into, I'm giving you a glimpse of what I'm diving into today. And we're going to really touch base on your past. So where in your past, has certain things shown up? How did you receive and perceive love? What does that look like for you? And how is that showing up in your life today as an adult? In session 2, we're reclaiming your worthiness and how to love yourself enough to know you're worthy and good enough for what's to come next in your life. And then, of course, session 3 is the freedom of forgiveness. So understanding that we get to forget. I mean, I'm telling you guys, if you were to tell me like 5 years ago, hey, you got to work on self-love, worthiness, and forgiveness, I'd be like, done. I know all of this. Like, I'm good. I love everyone. I know I'm badass. I am worthy of all things. I forgive people. There's no problem. I don't hold any anger. You have no idea how deep this runs. And so this is where people are just still receiving the same types of relationships or lost job opportunities because they don't believe in themselves enough to go after what they're worth. Okay, so there's a whole process to this and why you need the 3 together. So plus guided meditations, journaling, laughter, and of course sisterhood. And for those that watch my show, understand that I know there's a lot of men that watch as well, and I'm looking to do a men's workshop. So if you're interested, let me know. Of course, you all know my target audience, is women, but you have no idea when I talk with people that I'm collaborating with, we all of us women are saying we need this for men too. We know how important it is, and we want to be able to support men as well. So understand that we want to, be able to do this together because we know that man and women together should be doing things, in partnership. Okay. All right. So really quick, oops. So I want to go ahead and ask you this. We're about 20 minutes in. So where in my life have I been seeking love or approval outside of myself? And I want you to reflect on this question because have you ever been told, where in my life have I been seeking love or approval outside of God? Have you ever heard that? And it's like, okay, let me stop this share because I want to get real with you guys. Okay. So I'll just leave it like that. Fine. So have you ever heard that? Because no, I like it this way. I get to change my mind whenever I want. Have you ever heard that though? Like, love yourself enough the way God loves you, and then you're sitting there thinking, oh, this is hard for me to do. Like, I'm human. I remember talking to God, and I was just like, yeah, but God, like, I'm human. I have needs. I did. I had those conversations with God. I know I keep messing up. I'm sinning. I'm sorry. I got needs. You guys, I did it all. This is why I'm sharing with you. Like, you have no idea. I even told him multiple times to use somebody else. I go, I'm not good enough. I don't deserve your blessings. I can't do what you're asking me to. I keep failing you. Go use somebody else. I literally would tell God this, and he's just like, no. So there's a parable in the Bible, and I forget where it's at, which chapter, which book it's in, and it talks about how God goes after. There's 100 sheep and one gets away, and God goes after the one instead of the 99 that are there, and it's like the 99 are there, but I'm going to go after that one lost soul, basically. So He kept reminding me of that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a sheep. So if you've ever ran away from the herd, I did multiple times. I share this story, you guys, because this is where the real authenticity and transparency in who I am and how I show up in a space of love and authenticity for everyone. I want you to understand that I've been there. I've done the struggles, I've done the work, and I've understood why he continued to utilize me. And the reason is because he knows that I'm passionate for people. He knows how much I love helping people. So for me to have this type of information and for me to understand or help share so that others understand the process, that's why he's utilizing me, even when I kept telling him not to, because he's going to use people so that they can use their voice to support others. I'm here for it, you guys. Okay. So, on that reflection question, let me pull it back up. I want you to really think about it. And I want you to, I'm sure you're going to screenshot it or even write it down in your journal. But where in my life have I been seeking love or approval outside of myself? Okay. So, this is like really take time to write this out. And another thing I share. This is what I share. I always say, hold your hand to your heart and ask this question, because your heart is where love is held, and that's where God is. Okay. Ask yourself that question and say it and close your eyes and meditate on it and then write out your answer. Okay. It's going to be profound, because what's going to happen, and this tends to happen a lot, is it may come quickly to you, or your brain is going to divert it away. So or other times what'll happen is it'll get silent, meaning nothing is going to come through. But I want you to continue to work on it and to put your hand on your heart and ask the question. So where in my life, let me see. Where in my life have I been seeking love or approval outside of myself? And let me share this. So you guys, if you're not holding on to faith, if you're not holding on to God's word and his love and his plan, you're going to go in disarray. I can tell you that you can try all the things. You can try living your life on your own terms and controlling everything. But if you're unhappy, if you're not getting the results you want, I promise you're going to have to let go and control and tell God, okay, I'm ready. I surrender. I give this life to you. Let me know what I do next. Literally, it's that easy. And I know so many people struggle with that, because guess what? We're in human bodies. We are in human bodies, but we are of the Spirit. We are of Him. So when we say and surrender our human body, our flesh and everything, and we're just like, all right, we're good. God, take the wheel. I'm done doing this. Things start to happen in your life. Things change. And I'm laughing because, like, when I was younger, I remember I used to hear people praise God and God this and God that. And like they were called Bible thumpers or something like that. And I just remember thinking, God, that's so embarrassing. That would never be me. Oh my God, And so life changes. And the reason why it's changed and the reason why so many people praise him is because their lives were changed because of him. You've seen so many things happen and then realize, like, well, how did they get out of that? Or how did this happen for them? Because they had faith and they had the strength in them to say, I'm just going to let go and let God. And that is a hard thing to do, because you have human emotions. You have human, you have a human flesh, body, all of that. So you're just trying to comprehend and get through life on your own terms and not understanding that God has a purpose for you. And you guys, it's crazy. I never thought I'd be a preacher, but I'm out here preaching today. So if any of this is resonating with you, you let me know in the chat. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what you're feeling. Tell me what's happening in your mind. If you're feeling any type of like way of like I never really thought about or maybe something's coming up for you, because things download right away when I start asking questions. And that's when I work with clients and I know what they're going through. I ask questions. I ask questions so that I can dive deeper into their subconscious, because I'm not talking to their conscious minds. Your conscious mind is trying to figure out what I'm saying. I'm talking to your subconscious mind to allow those patterns, those beliefs to come to the forefront and say, oh, here it is. This is what happened when I was 5. This is what happened when I was 4. My mom did this or didn't believe in me in this. My dad wasn't there for me and he didn't show up in the way I needed him to. You guys, I'll share something personal again. I actually went through the process of abandonment. Okay, let me give you my background. My dad left when I was 7. Okay, my dad was my protector. He was my guide. He was my guardian. You know, he was the one I would go to. But my dad never left. He was in the military, so he left. He was stationed in different areas. You know, he had to go to Japan. He had to go, to the Gulf War. He was in Afghanistan. So it's like he didn't leave me. But guess what? The 7-year-old girl in me saw my dad leave and not come back for a long time. So it was like a year. It was a year he was in Japan and he came back and we'd see him and it was all exciting. Yay. But again, your body doesn't know any difference. Your subconscious mind doesn't know any difference. All it knows is like, where is my protection? Where is my safety net? That was my dad. And that, now, if you know my dad, if you're watching my show and you know my dad, he doesn't know any of this. It's okay. But that's, again, these are things that a lot of people are unaware of, like where personal development comes from, where self-love, may be lacking, or self-worth, So right there was a pattern for me that was created without me even knowing as an adult. So I felt this abandonment. So what would happen, and let me share this with you guys. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Let me tell you what happens when you don't feel worthy or loved enough, okay? You start to create scenarios. Your conscious mind will start to create scenarios that sabotage you. So let's just say, okay, let's give an example, okay? You're in a relationship, everything's going great, it's yay, happy go lucky. And then boom, your subconscious is like, wait a second, this is a fear or flight mode. And everything's going too good. What's happening? This isn't meant to be. This isn't like something. You create chaos. You create a story in your head that's not real. Because your subconscious feels like, okay, it's time to be abandoned. It's time to leave because you're not worthy. It's time to get out of this relationship because they don't love you the way you want to be loved. Like all of these different stories are taking place. But guess what? There's stories. There's stories that are constantly on replay in your subconscious without you being aware of it. So this is why the work is so important, for you to understand how to dive into self-care, to self-love, and know that you are worth so much than you allow yourself to be, so much more than you have created. So when people are dealing with those types of relationships where people are treating them badly, they're not, valuing them, they're not, showing up in a space of love. It's a reflection of how we believe, like how much we believe in ourselves. And so I always want to be aware of how I say my words, because understand that this isn't me attacking you and telling you you're not good. It's you, go fix yourself. It's me saying, listen, there's patterns and beliefs that you're unaware of. And we get to dive into those and really allow them to come out and bring them to the forefront so that you can then work on that healing journey of yours to say, I am God. I am God's child. I am loved. I am worthy. And fast forward, you guys, after 12 years, I'm dating someone that brings so much love, so much joy, so much happiness of just like who I am, because that's what we attract. We attract the love. We attract the worth. So I didn't date for a while. Like, and when I went through the whole self-love process, I didn't date for a while. I was like going through my whole self-development, and I just allowed myself to step back and know that I was worth more. And I just basically shut off every contact with men possible. Now, granted, I got the messages, I got the DMs, all the things. I wasn't looking for anything. I wasn't, where in the past I was searching and searching, and it's like nobody was there. And then it's like a flood of like about 10 different people or men that would reach out to say like, hey, how you doing? Da da da. And it's like, but I just, like I paid no mind, no attention. And the person I'm talking to now, he followed through. He saw the value. He pursued me. And I just, honestly, I wasn't looking for it. I didn't want it. I was just like, okay, we started off as friends. And before you know it, it just clicked and everything went well. And we've been talking ever since. So you get to be that love. You get to show up in your space of love and truly know that it all determines how you reflect within. Okay, so this is why self-love is so important. I'm going to go ahead and revert back to my notes because I don't want to miss anything, you guys. I went off the cuff, and that's okay because what I speak about truly comes from the heart. And, yes, I have notes and everything, but I wanted to share something real, something honest, and just share from my heart to know that it's going to take place when you're ready to receive it. Because what happens is I can share this over and over and over again, and you can hear it over and over and over again until one day it clicks, until one day you're like, I'm ready. And that all makes sense. To then say, you know what? I'm going to do the work. I'm going to put in this time to really discover who I am because I want the love that I've always dreamed of. I want that person that I've always envisioned. And it just takes that opportunity for you to choose you, to finally choose you. And that's what I did. That's literally what I did. I finally chose me, that I was good enough and I was important enough for me to know my value and my worth. And so again, I share this with so much love and so much gratitude to God that He wanted me to share this message with you all. So thank you for being here and for understanding and receiving this information. Whether you're going to hear it today, whether you hear it from another coach and it clicks with them, by all means, just let it click. Let your body allow that receiving of love so that you can then go out and be the love you wish to be in the world. Like Gandhi said, be the change you wish to be, right? Be the love you wish to be, or you wish to attract, you wish to surround yourself with. Because that's another thing that happens, you guys, whether it's even a romantic relationship or just the people that show up in your life. I had a friend reach out recently, and she said that she had a group of friends, okay, that treated her rudely. And she was upset because she allowed that. She's like, I can't believe they treated me that way, and I'm so dumb. And I said, first of all, don't say you're dumb. Our mind hears everything. If we say we're dumb, we're dumb. You say you're smart, You're active, you're energetic, you're love, your peace, your harmony. That's what you are. So just remember how powerful your words are. And that's where self-love comes in. And I told her, look, they are only showing up in the space that you're allowing because you believe it. And of course, so many people are mind blown like, what? It's not me. It's them. It's them. Oh my God. Yes. Guess what? It is them. It is them. But they're only showing up in that space because of who you believe you are. Now, they have their own work to do because there's a reflection there for them. So the way they treat you is a reflection of them and how it's stuck on them, the energy and the negativity that they hold within. Okay? But when you are love and when you come out and so in this strong, confident, oh, that's another thing, you guys, self-love, self-worth, as you step out in this purpose and this power that you have within, because it's your spirit. You show up in so much confidence, and that confidence is sexy AF. Just going to leave that there. Sexy AF. You show up as a different person. You show up in your space and people, you literally start to attract people. And I want to share this with you because my coach shared it recently. We are manifesting everything around us. I think I said it earlier, but I really want to come home with this. We are manifesting everything. So that's why when we show up around people, when things happen, you got somebody yelling at you at the grocery store, it's because you have an energy within you that's holding on to that. So remember, when you're receiving these types of like frequencies and vibrational frequencies from people, you have to look internally and be like, where is this off in me? What is happening? And that's why I tell people all the time, when things happen in life, when things happen for you, they happen for you, not to you, because you get the opportunity to reflect inwards and find out what that is. So I promise you, like when the last person that showed up in negativity in my life, I was like, oh, okay. What about that situation is about me? But that's because I'm aware. I'm aware that everything happens in our lives for a reason. So if you're looking to, attract that love, if you're looking to go after that job, if you're looking to, step out in confidence and just go after your dreams, do something in 2020, something big in 2026, then I highly, highly recommend that you join me in this workshop. And because I didn't get a chance to promote it as much, you guys, I've been so busy. I did a Black Friday and Cyber Monday deal that's going on the whole week. I'm just going to leave it there. It's fine. It's not even a big deal because it's really not about the money. And the reason why I put a price on it, it's because the people that are willing to take that effort are the ones who are going to succeed at it. They're willing to invest in themselves. And I don't know about you, but I'm an investment. I'm an investment in everything that I do. How I show up, how I move, how I talk, I invested in myself because I was worthy enough to do so. I was loved enough to do so because I chose me. It all starts somewhere. So, you guys, that is it for my show. Normally I do 45 minutes, but today I'm going to cut it a little short because like I said, I spoke truly from the heart. I used very little notes today, and I wanted to share in a space of just my past and what I've gone through and how I'm showing up as the empowered, confident coach and speaker I am today. And I want to be able to bring up this Self-Love Mastermind so that you guys can register for it. Like I said, if you're female, it's happening this weekend. If you're male, I'm putting yours together now if you're interested. But I'm going to go ahead and share the code anyway. So register, and I will let you know when the workshop for men is. It's going to be within this week to next week, just so you know. So it's coming. Like, I want you to go into 2026 with so much power and purpose. And I want to be here to support you in that process. Okay. So I'm going to share that on the screen. Let me see. Here we go. All right. So there's the Self-Love Mastermind, where you're worthy, whole, forgiven. It's 3 hours where we get to reconnect, release, and radiate the love God already placed inside you. You get to choose from 2 days, December 6th or 7th, which is this Saturday or Sunday. So choose a day. It's when you register, it's going to have both dates available, and you choose a day that's going to work for you. Granted, I'm going to reach out to figure out which day is going to work best for you so that I can have everything, all the materials ready. And so that's going to be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, we're diving into self-love, self-worth, and forgiveness. So I want you all to know that I'm here to support you through this process. And you can scan the QR code, which is right here with your phone, and it'll take you straight to the Self-Love Mastermind landing page. Okay. So thank you so much. Oh, Francisca, you are so sweet, girl. Yay. Thank you for, is it Francisca or Francis? Sorry, I think it's Francisca. Thank you for the love. I appreciate you. All right. So let me go ahead and close this, you guys. And like I mentioned before, it is Christmas time. It's the holidays, you guys. I'm so excited. And if you don't know already, we for the past 17 years, I've been working with a nonprofit organization where we donate toys to kids in foster care. It's my heart and soul to support women and children, and of course men as well. And so if you want to be part of this this toy drive, and you want to sponsor a child, we put together a Google Doc. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. We have a Google Doc. We have about 87 kids that we cover. And there's 3 items they wish for. You can get all 3, or you can just get 1 or 2 of the gifts, whatever works for you. Or some people, they're like, can I Zelle you? Can I Venmo you? Can I Amazon you? Absolutely. Like, you let me know what works best. I'm here. I mean, we love this time of year to be able to give and to love on those kids that, didn't need to go through what they're going through right now, with parents not being there for them. That's my heart and soul, to love on children that are just, going through a difficult time. So if you want to be part of it, please reach out to me at info@wela.com. Either myself or one of my team members will get back to you. All right. Sounds good. All right, you guys, I'm going to open it up for questions. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm here to answer all the questions. If there's something that you're struggling with personally, now's the time to ask, or you can even private message me. That's completely fine. Oh, Francesca. It is Francesca. Okay. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. Okay. So I'm here for any questions. If you guys have questions, or you can send me an email, and you guys know the best way to get a hold of me is on my social media channels. Of course, email works too. Social media channels, I see them kind of right away, versus emails. I have a particular time that I look those up. So just Google my name. Google my name, Francine Ayala, and let me know which one. I mean, obviously reach out on any social media platform, and I'm there for you to support you. So let me just go ahead and put that in. If you want to Google, obviously, but you can find my website at francineayala.com. You can even scan this QR code and it'll go take you directly to my website. And subscribe to the newsletter, because I got a lot coming, you guys. I'm going to be doing a blog soon, and we have a lot of events coming up in 2026 for WELA as well, where we're going to help support women that are, going through a difficult time. So come with us, come along for the ride. I'm here for you. And men, you have no idea. We are working on stuff for you guys too, because again, it's all about community. And our new word for the year is going to be unity. So what is your word for 2026? Let me know. Let me know if you're joining live, because I always come up with a word. Last year was focused. The year before that was, oh my goodness, intention. Last year was intention. The year before that was focused. And this year is going to be unity because I'm all about conscious collaboration. So yeah, we're going to do it, you guys. It's exciting. More to come. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I am grateful for you, and know that you're truly meant for more. And just know that self-love has such an impact on you, and God wants you to be that person He has made you become. It's only the human within us that has gone in disarray, but understand that His love is the strongest one out there, and you get to be that love. Okay. So next week, I'm going to dive into self-worth, the second area of the Self-Love Mastermind. I am going to share more about self-worth. So stay tuned for next week, and I can't wait. And as we count down to the end of the year, you guys let me know what works for you, what messages, what questions, or any type of topics. I was like titles, topics you guys want to hear from me. Okay. Have a blessed one. Go out there and enjoy this holiday season. It brings so much joy and peace to my heart. And I know people are struggling during this time because of lost loved ones or just anything that they may be dealing with. But just know that, again, show up in God's space, and He will provide, because I've been there. I know what it's like. I've struggled emotionally over the last several years. And this is the first year I feel at so much peace because I gave my life to Him. All right. All right. Stay tuned for the next episode, you guys.